Hello, hello, everyone. Oh, thanks for popping it over on YouTube, Gabriel. How are you? Also, hi, Chips. How is everybody? Sweet God. I am having an out-of-body experience, I think. Okay, I just need to, let me open up, where's my other environment? This one. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to do these last couple of guys. Hydrate. I'm drinking coffee. How are you, Cal? Ooh, pizza. That sounds fun. What kind of pizza you gonna get? I gotta draw this frog man. Oh my God. Wow, it's a frog man. He's a frog guy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my God. Okay, sorry for like absolutely slacking Jason on the like taxes department. I'll have that done hopefully by like tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll be able to get those documents to you so that way we can get that stupid refund submitted. Stupid taxes.
Yeah, if we... Oh, you put your phone back.
Right.
I was gonna say, if we get it done before, I think April 2nd is what they said, or no, the end of the month, truly. So, there's a discount on TurboTax.
Oh,
also.
nice. We like discounts.
So we should.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have
ASAP,
it done
yeah.
by either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Taxes are fun, guys. Don't run your own business. Oh, I like that you can breathe from your right nostril. That's good. Your body hasn't entirely rebelled against you. Not truly. Ooh, light sauce, extra cheese, cheddar, bacon, aroni, Philly, jalapeno, mushroom, and spinach. Oh my God. Sounds amazing. I love that shit. I'm a Papa John's ho myself. I have to sacrifice to them to get the dip. I need like the garlic dippy. It's very important. Okay, then this guy has like, yeah, he's got like joggers. I have to like turn my brain off. Toe. I have to do so much on this. Okay, this is good. Stretch! Everybody stretch! Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, any pizza for $9.99. Yeah, I love that though. Sure, I would love to hear your strange tale, Gabriel. I would love to know your weird tale. Hi, Carix, how are you? I hope you're doing good. If anybody wants to hear my tale of woe, I just left a voice message in the joke junction because Lear posted a very relatable meme, and I needed everybody to understand what degree of suffering I'm currently undergoing. So if you wanna hear my tale of woe with my students and how absolutely batshit this semester is, I would love to share. I don't know if I can physically repeat myself because I feel like I might blow a gasket. But that shit is literally insane. It is a little ranty, but it's not like anything that's super, super bad, so I figured I wouldn't put it in like tough stuff. It's not like, it's not so bad that I'm like, you know, suffering or anything, but also, well, actually, yes, I am. I think I've entered an altered state of consciousness over this batch of students, actually. I didn't think it could get any worse, and then it did. I was a fool. Okay, I don't even... what is this? What is this lady? She's just kind of like hanging out in the background. She's not... I can't even like see her. She's just kind of back here. She's got her little sandals. I don't know what she's got going on. My life was made a little better by remembering and acknowledging that overall the evil that is Sora has been defeated. So that's nice. No more AI slop on the internet. Or at least a dramatically reduced amount of AI slop. Thank God. Alright, let's try and do this background now. We're gonna blast through this. Okay, I said this to Chips and Stream the other day, but I'll tell... Oh, yes, okay, good. I love a good story time. Oh, we got... What? Wait, what? There we go. This PNG tuber is how I feel. This was how I've been staring at my computer for the last hour. Yeah, what the fuck? No, literally, Cal, literally, what in the actual shit? I am so confused. Like, and when I say, because I've been teaching at this school for almost 2 years, when I say that this problem has exponentially increased just this semester alone, I mean that. Like, literally, when I first started, my first semester was nothing like this. This is insane. Okay, I went to the bank with my grandma, and his niece was there. She called him and said that I looked like his mom. Oh my god, you're like, hello? Hello, random family member. Why does that always happen at, like, the bank? I feel like I've had weird shit happen with my family at the bank as well, and I'm like, I'm just trying to be here. Like, I don't know what's going on. Alright. Oh, I forgot that this is on an angle. This is a really tall building here, so I'm gonna do this at the opposite direction. Whatever that face makes, that Mitch McConnell makes when he's like blue screening, I feel like that's me. I have never in my whole life. Oh, so it's a surprise Vedix. There we go. We're back to normal. But fire burns everything if hot enough. True, even bones. It can melt the earth. What a time to be alive. I don't remember a particular instance in which he has transformed into something with multiple heads, personally. That's a very, like, Hindu depiction. So I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Technically, like, in terms of, like, all of the magical transformations, he theoretically has the ability to change his form into anything. So, by proxy, he should be able to do that just in general. But I don't remember or recall a specific instance in the story in which he does that. That's a very Hindu piece of imagery, but not to say that it's not, like, accurate for Journey to the West, because Buddhism is, to some extent, a derivative of Hinduism. So Hanuman, pardon me, not Hanuman, the Hindu god, has been depicted that way. So it would not surprise me if there was an overlap. This is Hanuman. Hanuman is the Hindu version of Sun Wukong. Same guy, different region. So that might be where that imagery comes from. Is the Hindu imagery, which is really badass. I love the many verses, like multiple dimensionality of Hanuman. Or like Hindu imagery just in general. I also like how in Hindu mythology, Hanuman is often white. He's a white monkey. It's very cool. But he is also a shapeshifter as well, so he has all of these different forms. So, I found the most fucked up statue of Hanuman one time at a Cambodian museum exhibit, and it was super funny. They had a little Hanuman statue, and I took a picture of it. It's silly Billy. Oh my god, Carix has reached 20 streams. You are too powerful. Yeah, Jason and I both have mechanical keyboards, so it's very clickety-clackety. It's very clicky-clicky. How you doing, Ava? I'm having possibly a psychosis-induced rage out. That's all that I have to say about that. Things are crazy. I left a voice message over in the joke junction on my server if you want to experience what I'm going through with my students. Shit is absolutely bananas, and I have never in my life dealt with anything like this. I feel like I am going absolutely insane. No idea. Otherwise, though, things are okay. I'm almost done with my next major book project, and I'm getting ready to do some marketing for my duology for Court of Snakes. Speaking of which, for those of you, I'll run the announcements again because I recognize people pop in and out of here, but a lot of deadlines are coming up for some things that I've announced. So I just wanted to throw these out to people and let you know that I'm going to be doing some stuff that you might be interested in. First and foremost is going to be, if you haven't liked my page over on BackerKit, please do. I need to get to 50 people. I currently have 39, so this is totally free to do if you want to do this. Here's that link to go and just sign up for when this particular project releases, and you can also check out the story, what the rewards look like, what the characters look like, all that good stuff. I'm going to be doing a book reveal, a book cover reveal of this actual thing in April, so it'll be coming soon. Otherwise, too, I explained this on stream the other day, but I'll go over it again. It's the Trans Rights Readathon. If you want to read at least one book by a trans author or starring trans characters, now is a good time to do it as we are approaching the Trans Day of Visibility on March 31st. I'm a trans author, so if you want to read one of my books, you totally should do that. And then you can also tag Trans Rights Readathon on social media and let them know. They're on Insta, it looks like Twitter, and TikTok. Those are where they're at. So if you want the Trans Rights Readathon information, please let me know. They are very cool, and they have a bunch of fun social media graphics. It is pretty sick. The last thing is going to be signing up for the beta or the ARC book for Court of Snakes. I am getting close to the deadline on this one. There are less than 10 days to sign up. We have 5 more days to sign up for this thing, and then the free version of this book will be gone. So if you want to do that, that would be amazing. Otherwise, I'm going to be posting... I keep saying that I'm going to be posting this damn poll in the Discord, but I have not. Let's see. Discord poll for Court of Snakes. I'm going to be doing probably a read-aloud version of this, so if you don't have time to download and read the actual book and you want to instead listen to me do it, I'm going to be reading it aloud and posting the VOD, so you can listen to it as like a podcast or while you're working on other stuff, and then review it that way. So if you want the ebook version, though, that link is going to be here as well, and the 31st is the last day to do that. So those are all the announcements that I have. Sign up for the thing. Read a trans book for Trans Day of Visibility, and also that book is free. That's all I gotta say. I remember when Wukong was fighting Nuzha during the Havoc in Heaven, and he used multiple heads. Oh yes, to counter Nuzha's speed. Yeah, it's such a Hindu thing. It's a very cool... I don't remember that particular part, but I believe you. I believe you when you say that. It's a lot of... He has access to so many different transformations. Effectively, Wukong's power set is just, if you can think it, he can do it. So, that Hanuman symbolism definitely pulled up hard in Journey to the West. His more common transformation is just duplicating himself a bardillion times, so that way he can have, like, that's his way of having, quote, multiple arms. It's like, if you're fighting 100 of me, you can't stop me, you know? So, a bazillion Wukongs. So that's kind of fun. I will get to that transformation eventually in this book. It'll happen. Yeah, it's very difficult to beat him in a fight. One of the more impactful fights in which that transformation doesn't work is when he's going up against the Yellow Wind King. The Yellow Wind King can literally just cause a hurricane and then just blow all of those guys out of the fight. You know, it's like, they can't last. But it's also kind of widely understood that those little duplicates are not as powerful as Wukong. They have the strength of a strand of hair, and while his hair is strong, and they work as a great distraction, they can just be taken out by, like, regular means. So it's kind of easy to mitigate them if you know what to look for. And of course, if you can hit the actual Wukong, then that also makes the fight a little bit easier. But Yellow Wind King literally just blows them all away. He's just a big old wind fart, and then it does not, that strat does not work against that particular fight. Okay, I need, like, actual storefronts here. And I probably need, like, another building over here as well. The question is going to be what are these buildings and why do we care, you know what I'm saying? This is not accurate. Yeah, most of the time the monkeys are completely unarmed. If he uses his, like, multiple monkeys transformation, they are, they go in with fists, and they're terrifying. They can, like, in some versions they're smaller than him, they're like miniature versions of him. So imagine getting just swarmed by a bunch of very angry squirrels. Like, that's the vibe, is it's just like so many monkeys. Alright, so now let me put in effectively what I have earlier. I don't really want to do this, but I will. Oh, actually, you know what? I might... Oh, hold the phone. I acknowledge that this is not, like, the most accurate, background of all time, but that's okay. Nope, that's not right. Sure. That'll work. It's super funny. He prefers Handsome. He actually went by Handsome Monkey King for a while. So in my head, he goes by the name Junji. But Jun means handsome and Jae means heroic. So the headcanon I have is that his original, his not, because like Sun Wukong is his Buddhist name, Qi-Chan Da-Sheng is his title, and then in my mind, the monkeys on the Island of Flowers and Fruit would have called him Junji. But also, too, I low-key have a headcanon that the Philippines is where he actually grew up as well. God damn, hold on. This perspective is, borked. Let's fix it. There we go, better. If y'all have not seen the 1980s Journey to the West that they air on Chinese TV around Christmas, you all should go look it up. It is free to watch on YouTube, and it is excellent. It is so good. I would highly recommend it to pretty much everybody, to be honest. It is so good. Liu Xiao Ling Tong, I think, is who. Who plays him? Yeah, Liu Xiao Tong. Yeah, Liu Xiao Tong is, in my opinion, the best Monkey King, hands down. Of all actors that have ever played Sun Wukong, Liu Xiao Tong is the guy. He is this is Wukong in my mind. He's so funny and he's so expressive and he's just, I mean, oh my god. He is the guy. Oh my god, so good. His facial expressions are just like to die for. Amazing actor. So if you have the chance to watch that for free, I mean, look at him. Yeah, he captured this character's personality so well. Is he still alive? He has to be in his like 80s. Oh, he's 60. Actually, he's younger than I thought. Yeah, so we got lots of Liu Xiao Tong for the rest of forever. Amazing actor. Oh my god, I don't need to look for a Los Angeles storefront for rent. I don't got money for that. I don't think that he has laser eyes. He does have, like, golden beams. Like, his eyes are so filled with holy light that they emit light. But, like, it's been more modernly interpreted, I think, as, like, laser beams. But it's more like he's so full of celestial energy that his eyes glow, which is how, at least, I've interpreted it in my version. So he has, like, a, whenever he uses his magic, like, even on, the last page here, some people, I don't know, they might not pick up on it. It's, on some pages, it's really subtle. But, like, on this one, he's getting ready to go get into a fight with these guys. His eyes are gray in this panel, and then in the next one, they've turned gold. So that looks more like, this kind of stuff. I even have, like, when he's doing intense amounts of magic, his eyes go completely gold. So it's more so a celestial, like, it's like very much like an eyes are the windows to the soul kind of a thing. So you can tell someone's intent or affiliation or magical ability based on their eye color, which is why demons also have blue eyes in this version too. Yeah, when he was born from the stone egg, he did emit celestial light, is effectively the vibe, but... Yes, no, Liu Xiaolingdong is one of the most amazing actors of all time. Yeah, I even think about when Jackie Chan played Wukong. Yeah, and he took a lot of inspiration from the way that, yeah, Liu Xiaolingdong did Wukong. Yeah, Jackie Chan is my number 2 as well. for any kind of like monkey characters. But also Jackie Chan is a master of like drunken monkey kung fu just in general. Like that's his own martial arts form. It's very cool. That 80s Journey to the West really influenced a lot of media, which I think is pretty neat. Just really incredible stuff. It was such an amazing production. That lady that made that was the director for that Journey to the West, had an insanely low budget and legit would hike up the sides of mountains. She like broke her ankle once while filming because the mountains that they were filming on location for the entire show, and she had to do so with minimal equipment, and she was just literally hiking up the side of the mountain. So all of those actors put in an insane amount of physical work to do that show. So I respect them a lot. They are just so insanely cool. I've never seen somebody so dedicated to their craft. It's just amazing. It's what people can do when they put their minds to it is just absolutely incredible. I love that show so much. And also it's funny as shit. The comedy is pure gold. It's really, really funny. I don't need to do a super complicated window here. I just need to have like some kind of like rough window. Doing exteriors like this is my downfall. I'm gonna just kind of rough it in. I don't really even need that intense of a set of details here. I'm gonna do some windows up here though. But this can be like interpretive. It doesn't have to be like anything crazy, just as long as there's some detail. And I also need to match the inside of the alley, so we're gonna do the pipe, drainage pipe. Yeah, it's very similar. I feel like Wukong's like celestial light is very similar to Jesus from the like post-resurrection, or in a lot of like the books where he is seen descending from heaven again to speak to his disciples, where he has glowing hands and feet, like he emits lasers of, so to speak, from his hands and feet. So a lot of that imagery is pretty similar to, I feel like, Eastern imagery as well. The Buddha also emits light from his palms as well, so that's like that's a whole thing. Holy light. This is going to be just like the absolute worst. We gotta hydrate. I'm going to drink some more coffee. Nah, Chips, just live your dream. I mostly complain and whine so much. Do art. I think working for certain companies and in certain countries will, you know, overall be a better experience. Like, I genuinely believe that working in Canada will be a better experience than working in the US. And that's just based on, like, my interactions with companies and how they've been emailing me back, applying for jobs. Like, they are so much nicer and it's considerably less stressful. But I would definitely not recommend working for a for-profit college. And again, colleges in Canada may be a different story, but colleges, for-profit colleges in the U.S. are just fucking atrocious. If you can avoid that, don't do it. So bad. But live your dreams, though. Now, what do you mean you're blind forever? Actually, that's I feel like that's canon, though. And by blind forever, he means he just poked his eyes out. Like, literally just, boop. Oh, that's so sweet. I haven't made it past, like, I just got into the snowy areas. It's, like, post Yellow Wind King. I need to find some time to finish playing that game. It's hard. I work too many jobs, and I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want this. I would love to be able to just work a singular job like a normal fucking human. That would be really cool. Would be insane. Because I'm doing amazing. Okay, so now let me get open. I guess I don't need to really worry about any other details here. Let me get open my alleyway set really fast. Yeah, the main problem that I have with Souls-like games is that they're so hard and so frustrating. I recognize I'm not as fast as I was when I was younger, in terms of reaction time and speed, and so it's like it can be really difficult to get through certain games. Just because I don't have the speed. Certain games make it easier to achieve that speed. I don't have as many problems with, like, Overwatch, for example, but Souls-like games are almost explicitly reliant on, like, you know, being fast. Oh yeah, I'm old as fuck. I acknowledge this. Oh, that's not what I want. Go now. Let's do this. Sure, for the sake of ease, I am going to actually connect that all the way up. We're gonna do. Actually, can I? Oh my god, I can. Look at that. Alright, well that's unnecessarily complicated. And then now I'm going to go ahead and take this whole tall building as well and just kind of blur that out. I think if they used it as an insult, because he recognizes he's, like, super youthful, I don't think he considers, like, sometimes he'll flex the elder card, but it's less him being like, yeah, well, I'm older than you, and more him being like, I'm higher in rank than you, if that makes sense. Like, that's really the only reason that that kind of language would be respectful, is if people are respecting his age and authority. And so it's less about, like, I don't think, like, in many instances he's affectionately called Grandpa, just because, like, I think that's a pretty common Western mistranslation of his name. And especially because a lot of people in the West use the term as derogatory, at least over here in the US, so it's more likely somebody would roll up on him and be like, okay, Grandpa, like he's, you know, senile or out of touch or incapable of fighting or defending himself, and that would be considered an insult. Yeah, because he recognizes he's not old. He's infinitely youthful. You know, like, he intentionally ate the forever fruit so that he could live forever, you know? But a lot of Americans are little pieces of shit, so, I think that's Wukong's biggest issue with Los Angeles, is that he feels consistently disrespected. Because, one, people don't know who he is. Like, if he was in China, there would be probably a greater sense of recognition. And instead, he gets mistaken for a common demon, which is really annoying. And then, two, we don't have the same hierarchy of respect that a lot of East Asian cultures or even Eastern European cultures have. We're just all pieces of shit here in the US, so... Life is suffering. Yeah, he also, you're absolutely right, Gabriel. He does not like empty flattery either. He likes being recognized for his accomplishments. And there are plenty of times where demons try to do that in the book, specifically, where it's a lot of, like, you know, heavy-handed flirting or manipulation in that way, and he's like, you can't, like, flattery does not fucking work on me. Like, I can tell the difference between fishing for compliments and, or, like, just flattery and gaslighting versus actual respect. Pigsy falls for that shit 9 times out of 10, though. Somebody calls him sexy and it's game over. He will immediately bend over backwards for that person. Bridge, I didn't need you, dude. I love how Photoshop was like, would you like to open Bridge? And I'm like, not really. Thanks, though. Yeah, I think what Wukong values the most is directness and honesty. Even if you're talking shit, he's like, you at least better come up with a good insult. Like... Oh, actually, I need to remember that actually we're going this direction. And then let's go. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, but Pigsy, I don't think, as far as I'm aware, ever responds to like gay advances in the work. He's definitely very straight, to a fault. But he's also like a sex addict, so it's like that's like one of the major character traits that he struggles with throughout the book is like sex addiction, in particular. Wukong always makes Pigsy carry the rice. He ain't carrying the rice. You could not pay him to carry the rice. Yeah, that's pretty much how they get paid in the book. Like they don't ever ask for like money, although Wukong would be much happier with money. But they typically bounce from place to place, killing demons and taking care of like spirit issues. And the Tripitaka constantly is you know, thankful for free vegetarian food or things like that. But Wukong and Pigsy would rather get paid money and booze, which technically breaks one of the like 10 precepts of Buddhism. But like that's fine, they don't care. But Wukong is also not an actively practicing Buddhist either. They have like the illusion. So you have to remember Wukong has superpowered immortal hair and he's made of stone, so they're about as strong as a rock. You know, but like think about how like a martial artist can punch through a brick. So, you know, a standard human couldn't really hurt the clone, but like if you're strong enough and you can punch through, you know, concrete or a brick, it's going to punch through the clone. So while the hair in theory might not be very strong, Wukong's hair is extra strong. He's got L'Oreal strength hair. So let me get this going here. I think, yeah, this will be okay. I'm actually going to focus on the buildings themselves first. These weird background buildings, and we'll go from there. Because this is not a solid thing, but that's okay. I'm going to actually go another layer underneath this. And then we're going to connect them all. And then that one is all, yeah, that one's fine. Okay, so then let's go like this. We're going to fade that out. And now we're going to do a new layer on top of this. And this is where we start to fill in effectively all the blank pieces where it doesn't really matter that much. Oh, that's going to cause problems. Oh, and there's like some form of gap happening. That's right there. There's a couple of issues, a couple of connection issues that I need to fix. Because I would love to be able to connect all of these things all at once. Yeah, Wukong shampoo commercial win, right? There was this meme that went around after the Thor movie came out here in the US, the first one, and it was called Thoriel. And it was a L'Oreal ad, but just with Chris Hemsworth in it, which was really funny. I just assume that Wukong has, like, insanely good hair simply because he is a monkey and they're, like, ultra into grooming. Like, it would make sense that they would have, oh wait, this is actually a different color. It would make sense that he'd have an immaculate hair care routine. One, because Chinese hair care just in general is, like, really fucking good. And then two, because he is also a monkey, so there you go. Okay, are these the most exciting buildings on the whole planet? No. Are these going off the side of the panel? Yes. Wukong would cheat. Guaranteed. I don't think it would matter to him how good he is. I think he would just cheat. But he likes games. I don't think that gambling is necessarily his thing. I know Pigsy has larger issues with gambling. He's tempted by the risk. I love it when there's like, it's really easy to fill in stuff. Oh my god, this actually might not be the worst. This might not be the worst page of all time. I might be okay. Yeah, I think Wukong's mentality would be, I don't want to play the machine, they should just give me money instead. And then everybody would have to be like, bro, that's not how gambling works. And he'd be like, I don't care. And then he'd probably rob the casino. Like, it would definitely be a, I'm robbing this. Also, everybody sit up. Make sure you're not shrimping. I was kind of shrimping hardcore there for a second. Don't do that. Don't be me. Okay, let's get these guys all connected. And then I gotta do a shadow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put Tiger and the Hyena Demon on a different layer. So I'm gonna start with them. And then, I'm going to do underneath that everything else so that I can apply the shadows easily so I'm not, like, trapped for no reason, because I don't want to deal with that. I think he just would like video games in general. I'm sure he's an avid, like, shooter player if he had, like, the ability to buy a computer. More fast-paced shooters, though, I would imagine. Skill-based shooters. So, less Call of Duty, more like Overwatch, Valorant, Fortnite. Anything that he can just use to, like, I don't know, dunk on people for fun. But RPGs, too. I feel like Legend of Zelda or other big open-world games. Horror games, probably, as well. Simulator games. I imagine he would have a blast with, like, a Power Wash Simulator or Goat Simulator. If anybody questions my knowledge about this shit, I'm gonna point them directly to this particular song on this playlist, and I'm gonna be like, guys... People are going to be like, what were your qualifications? Members of my family are practicing Buddhist, and I used to go to a Buddhist temple. Very briefly, but that was a real thing. I may not be Chinese, but my mom is Filipino. Does that count? People are going to be like, why did you make Wukong Filipino-inspired? He's clearly Chinese. And I'm going to be like, because I have the ability to do that. I have the power, and also Pancit Canton will always be better than Lo Mein. I'm just going to throw that out there. This is where I get beat up on the internet. This is where people start to fucking come for me. Jace is wheezing. Oh yeah, Mario Kart. I can see Mario Kart 2. Racing games, definitely. I don't think he'd be a huge fan of, like, the hyper-realistic racing games, but, like, the more, cartoony ones, like Mario Kart or Crash, like, team racing, definitely. DreamWorks is making... Cal, you sent me that thing! DreamWorks is making a Filipino movie, and I'm fucking actually really excited. The last fucking Philippines movie we got was that one awful fucking culturally appropriative Magellan 3D animated movie that was really fucking sexual for no reason. That thing terrifies me. I am traumatized by that. I don't remember what color I made his baseball bat. Yeah, oh man, oh my god, that thing is so bad. I, like, literally have, like, trauma flashbacks to that thing. Sometimes pizza just hits you like that. Sometimes it really is like that. You just go into a fugue state. That's me in sushi. Sometimes I'm just like, where am I? And then I don't know where I am. I love how this guy is doing, like, Mongolian throat singing to sutras. Like, that's crazy. And it's trance. This song fucking slaps. This song is it. People are like, what is the best song on the playlist? I'm like, probably this one, to be honest, actually. Oh yeah, I think he would hate the blue shell. He would be upset that the playing field has been made even. His argument would be, I should win, and then other people would be like, why? And he'd be like, because. this guy. Okay, so then I'm going to actually merge this together for once. Let me get this lady now. Come here, lady. Oh my god, she's on crack. She's horrifying. You think you got game? You. 978, 9789, yeah. Come closer, boy. Eurovision this year, low-key kind of sucks butt, actually. Not gonna lie. The competition is a real rough this year. Speaking of Netta. Greece is the best. If Greece doesn't win this year, I'm gonna be actually genuinely pissed. I like how she's kind of wall-eyed a little bit, like... I wish I had money for the Za. Oh no! Yeah, because you were sick. I am so sorry. I also am suffering. We got another hydrate. Drink fluids. I'm still drinking coffee. She's so she's just help her. I don't remember what Poland's entry is for Eurovision this year. I'll have to go back and look at it again, because now that I'm thinking about it, I think Poland also was another one that I was like, this is actually one of the good ones. Let me look it up. Now I'm like, what was it? Oh, yeah! Pray. Yeah, Alicia, Zablinska? Question mark? Sorry, my fucking Polish is kind of bad. I'm gonna add her song to the queue. But if I remember right, she was one of the ones that I liked. I fear for the Polish entry. Oh no, I can't remember if this was one of the ones that I was like, this is really good. I think it's interesting how like I think it was Romania and like one other one did like death metal. It was like a lot of like really heavy metal, so that's kind of fun. Because I feel like last year's was really clubby. It was a lot of like house, trance, and just like, yeah, club music in general. Pigsy, Bo in my version I think is like 6'2". Wukong looks deceptively tall, but he's actually not that tall. It's just because Sean is so short, like hilariously short. Let me see. I have the height comparison chart. Oh, he's 6'1". Yeah, Wukong's 5'11". Sean is 5'1". Leon is 5'4". Maja is 6 foot. And then Bo comes in at 6'1". Technically, Leon does indeed in this comic go from being 5'4" to 8'4", but we're not going to talk about that yet. We don't have to talk about that. I'm not going to say anything more about that. Yeah, I have him more positioned as a boar demon instead of just a pig demon in this. So there are some like magical transformations that happen later that show off, I think, more of that side. But I think a boar is more appropriate. At least for my version, anyway. Oh my god, no, he would chuck Pixie directly out of a building. He would defenestrate the hell out of that man. They hate each other. My favorite is in the original book. Wukong uses the insult towards Pigsy a lot. It's chaff-guzzling moron, specifically. I'm like, that's rough, dude. Like, you didn't have to be that aggressive. Like, low blow. So rude. Chaff-guzzling moron. Just rude. Just rude. Hey, Jace, do you want to go get my potato?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can.
I forgot about my
I
potatoes.
also forgot.
I legit was just sitting here and I was like, I'm kind of hungry, and I was like, the Tate. So I forgot. Yeah, funny story, Carrix. 180 centimeters is like the average height of a U.S. man. No joke. I'm considered very short. I'm like 5'5". So that's like, do a translation really quick. Or let's see, 5'5" in centimeters. So I am 165 centimeters, and I'm considered short. I think it's actually like 5'8" is the average U.S. male height, maybe 5'9". So that's 172 centimeters minimum. My dad is Wukong's height. Yeah, I'm short as shit. I'm a giant in my family. My family on average is like 4'11". 4'11 to 5'1". All of my aunts. So somehow I myself am a fucking giant. Oh my god. Llama demon named Carl. Do it. He's got a rumbly in his tumbly that only hands can satisfy. Carl. It's canon. It feels canon to me. I think that guy would legitimately exist in this universe. Okay, so this is Poland's. This is Poland's entry. I don't think I've listened to this one all the way through. Okay, so it sounds like American. This sounds super American. I wasn't expecting gospel. It ain't bad, but it's definitely very, very American. And it ain't bad. This is like the closest we will get to a like Black American entry. Oh, interesting. Well, she ain't bad. This is more interesting than a lot of American music that gets released, so I'll take it. It reminds me of old Beyonce.
Do you want me to put any like brown sugar in cinnamon?
Sugars, please. Thank you. Okay, actually, I need to remember that I need to not apply. Yeah, I've listened to who's my favorite Polish artist. Hold on, who is that? Who is that? Hold on. Alea, yeah. What is that song? Who is that by? Nope. Yes, Kuba Kotek. I love Kuba Kotek. So good. That's they're definitely my favorite Polish artist for sure. I'll add them to the queue too. Yeah, Ale Haya is such a good song. I'm gonna actually add that to this playlist too. Yeah, I don't think Alicia's that bad. But this is definitely like if I listened to this and someone was like she's from Poland, I would be like I don't hear it. You know, it feels very yeah, very Western. Yeah, oh my god, this guy. Oh. I'll add his other song. Mental, yeah. Ale. Haya. Hesitation. Frustrations. Ale, 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 haya. Wonder. So make me wonder. Holy shit, I love this guy so much. He's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna do this way first. I somehow also forgot this one spot in between this guy's legs.
I think
Thank you.
probably
Oh my
need a
god.
knife, though.
I have been gifted cinnamon sugar sweet potato. Sedation. Your frustrations. The potato. Potato. I think about that guy from Foster's Home, where fucking Cheese is like, I like cereal, and then Eduardo's like, see, and I like potatoes. That's what I feel like sometimes. Getting over ya. Yep, so this is my favorite Polish artist. If I had to pick one, I listen to a lot of music from like Finland. And also wherever Jiyeon is from. Where is she from? She is Greta Janšita Jiyeon. Oh, she's from Lithuania. So I listen to a lot of Lithuanian music too. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a Polish drag queen to listen to follow, fucking this guy is amazing. So fucking talented. Oh my god. Salamander. Ugh. Oh my god, he's so good. He sounds a little bit too like some of Måneskin's work as well. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, this is such a good song. I'm gonna go listen to some Måneskin too as well. It sounds... I feel like I like all the Måneskin songs I like are like not the ones that are popular. Okay, so now this looks like I blacked everything out, but I promise we'll get there. I don't know why I did this to myself. I was on the right layer. Oh no, the milkshake! No! That is so tragic. Now we're trapped in Poland. Yeah, I don't think Poland's entry is bad. I think that what makes it like what I'm looking for, I guess, when I listen to Eurovision stuff is stuff that has like really strong cultural identity. So like I think about like Halush's entry that they did a couple years ago. Loved that. Or even like Ukraine's entry last year. JJ did a great job, I think, as well. I really like that entry too. But I'm looking for stuff like Dottie Frere or like, yeah, stuff that has like, I listen to it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is that country, you know, it's like, it doesn't sound like, an American knockoff. That always makes me sad. I like, to be fair though, most of the Eurovision artists do American sounds better than Americans, but in that case, like, gospel is such an American thing. Oh yeah, I fucking love Arby's. I don't go over there anymore, unfortunately, because they donated a shitload of money to Donald Trump, so out of principle, I'm like, I just don't go over there anymore, which makes me really upset, because it was indeed one of my favorite restaurants. I fucking love Arby's. Their curly fries are great. And their Jamocha almond shake is amazing, too. Or their Jamocha shake, not Jamocha almond. They did an almond one for a little while, but the Jamocha shake is, like, one of my favorites. So good. Yeah, I fucking love Måneskin too. These guys are amazing. Are you ready to dance on the night? Are you ready for the dance of the night? For the dance of the night? For the dance of the night? Ugh, so good! Time to look up Kappa Cat recipes for Applebee's! Oh my god, poor Applebee's. What did Applebee's do to you? Are they also evil? Yeah, these guys rocked it at Eurovision as well, too. I realize, like, a lot of my favorite artists are, like, have been Eurovision artists. Like, I didn't realize Måneskin, I think, won Eurovision one year. So, it makes sense, because they fucking rock, but... And a lot of, like, Italians fucking hate this song, actually. Like, I learned that was the truth. Is that, yeah, Italians hate this song. Overall. They're like, this is too Western. It's like, that's funny. I respect it, though. Oh, no, not Applebee's. Arby's. Applebee's, I think, is okay. I think they're just old. I think they're okay. As far as Applebee's is concerned, I think that they're fine. But Arby's, for sure. And Chili's, I think, is also fine. But I'd have to do some Googling. I just remember Arby's, unfortunately, was one of those guys. As of Google, the major restaurant chains that gave money to Trump are McDonald's, for sure. Oh, fuck. The CEO of Moi also, they operate hundreds of Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and Wendy locations, but they don't own Taco Bell. So Taco Bell is like a company, is not problematic. See, and it's tricky because this people at the Dispatch, they're like, claims that 15 restaurant chains donated to Donald Trump are false. And it's like, well, yes, the chains themselves didn't donate. The CEOs did. Apparently Applebee's is evil. Also, Outback Steakhouse. Wendy's we knew for sure was the devil. Chick-fil-A. White Castle. And actually, the people who own Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut donated more money to Kamala Harris, so there's that. And so these numbers are tricky. I'll show everybody this just because this is an important thing to point out. All of these brands also donated money to Kamala Harris as well. So this is not respective of the entire brand. That's what's really important to take note of. And that just means that CEOs at the top of these brands are making their own individual decisions, but they also happen to own these brands. So what this shows is that the majority of people, Wendy's is like, you can look at these effectively and be like, okay, did they donate more to Harris or did they donate more to Trump? And so in the case of Applebee's and IHOP, probably safe. Outback Steakhouse, questionable. It was like an even split, so like questionable. Wendy's, on the other hand, donated exponentially more to Donald Trump. So, Weebies. Surprisingly, Chick-fil-A was an even split, so that's a little weird. That was not expected. White Castle is safe. White Castle's safe. Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut also safe. Chili's is safe. Dairy Queen is safe, although that's kind of questionable. That's a lot of money. Panera Bread is safe. McDonald's is relatively safe. But, oh, well, maybe not, actually, because this is a massive number to House and Senate candidates. So that's kind of questionable. And this is Olive Garden and Dunkin'. Yeah, unfortunately, based on this... Yeah, this is from the website Big Beautiful Boycott. So this is a website that is marketing all of the, you know, companies that potentially caused us to be in this issue. And Arby's is indeed on this list. So if anybody is curious, I don't know what the validity is of this website. But if you're looking to avoid restaurants and looking to boycott specific brands... and what their research is, because a lot of these people, like, some of them are pretty obvious, like Nescafe is being boycotted over human rights issues. These are easy things to make. I love how this is listed, why parent company is evil. Good to know, San Pellegrino is evil. But you can point being is look at all of these brands and go, okay, what are we boycotting right now? So, like, this week we're boycotting these specific companies. This is just a good way to stay organized, but you can... this boycott is officially ended, actually. This Target boycott is over, so... God, and like, some are really obvious, like MyPillow. Jesus Christ, that guy's crazy. Certain things are pretty fucking obvious why they're not okay. You know, this one's Elon Musk. You know, it's like... UFC is owned by Donald Trump, or was owned by Donald Trump. Things like that. So, Arby's, right? So you can look at specific companies and figure that out. But some are definitely worse than others, but it really just depends. And having a site like that actually cites its sources is really important, because there are a lot of people out there that are just randomly claiming that certain companies supported or did not support certain causes, and they're fake. It's all like just smear campaign bullshit. So keep your eye out for that too, because that can happen. And people lie. So that ain't great. That ain't fun. We don't like that shit. But yeah, it's been a second since I've had Arby's. I'll have to do some more research on how bad the offense actually was. And whether or not I can go eat a curly fry or a Jamocha shake again, because I do miss those bitches. Jamocha shakes are delicious. Fucking tasty. But the boycotts do work, so, like, that's I guess, the cool plus side bonus news for all of this, is that, like, the reason the Target boycott is over is because it worked. Like, Target lost so much money from the Target boycott that everybody was doing, and, like, that's a very important thing to remember, is that it does take a while, but, like, at the end of the day, that shit was very successful, and Target has now pledged $2 billion in supporting black brands because they slashed their DEI policies. So major win. It doesn't fix all of the stuff, but it does help at least with some of the stuff. So that's fun. Oh God, Cal's bleeding. No, Cal, no. How do we save you? No. Sean is SHAWN. Welcome to Applebee's. Do you want apples or bees? Bees? She has selected bees. That's horrifying. That makes me think about that one Nick Cage thing where he's like, "No, my eyes, the bees." Terrifying. Applebee's is the most popular restaurant in my parents' hometown. They don't support any other businesses. Applebee's is like literally packed every night. Okay, they're gonna fight. Fight! Do 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 do. Where's the Mortal Kombat song? When we need it. Oh my god. I have to remember that the next page is just it's just 2 panels. I'll be okay. I'll be alright. Yeah, that's what happened to me when I had my sinus infection the last time too. Is that it was just, my nose just kept bleeding. It was so bad. I hate that so much. It's such a curse. It's like a horrible, sinus infections are literally evil. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure Wukong gets told that he wears a skirt all the time. Most people in modern context don't understand that, like, Mamien are, like, gender neutral. Like, it's like a toga. It's effectively the same. But that's how you get beat in the face. Yeah, my sinuses are all messed up because I had spinal meningitis when I was like 2 weeks old. So my sinuses are like ultra small, and literally everything will immediately make my sinuses get an infection. It is the devil. So cursed. Okay, let's get this in here, and then we don't need it anymore. Goodbye. What these guys don't realize is that they all will eventually become furries if they just keep doing what they're doing. It's a furry curse. That's why they can't get jobs in this universe, because everybody hates furries. No, I'm just kidding. Low-key traumatizing though. It is so dry my tattoos are itchy, and I'm angry about it. Mommy wife all my life. Oh my god. No, that's Drema from Fatal Mechanisms. You're strangely attractive for a salamander, lady. No, it's true. Actually, I want to have her shoes be a lighter leather. I think that'd be cool. She always wears black shoes. So I'll do a lighter shoe for this outfit. Chase, can you go get me some lotion, please? I'm so itchy. I'm dying. Ow. Everything is dry.
Do you want just regular lotion, or do you want the hustle butter?
Either is fine. It's mostly just because I'm dry as shit and my tattoos are all raised and sad. Ugh. I'm gonna eat more tater really quick. Hold on, guys. It's tater time. This tater is like stuck to the... I appreciate what is being done here, but this tater will not release from its skin, and it's really messy. Jays, was there just no substance in this potato? Because I'm trying to scrape it up from the side of the skin,
And it's not.
and all it's doing is like... Here, you're gonna have to set that down. Oh my god.
Slap it on you.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't think I can eat this, because there's just so little meat that it's like...
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's like...
Then I'll get you something else.
It is delicious, but it was the weakest link in terms of potato. I'm covered in butter. Help me. The skin is really bitter. These sweet potatoes are not the best quality sweet taters, unfortunately. Normally, I just bake them and literally will just consume them whole, but this particular sweet potato is really sad. Oh, I'm so glad new Tamagotchi life is fun, though. I'm covered in butter. Tess, I'm fighting a sweet potato and I'm having a time. I'm scared.
Now there's hustle butter on you too.
Yep, I got
more butter.
I got more butter. Now I'm covered in butter. Truly. I need to be canceled. I need to get off the internet. I think that it's a stylistic choice. I don't necessarily think I have like an opinion about characters having 2 sets of ears. Like I remember that's like or I recognize that that's like a kimono mimi thing. You know, like you can have like a variety. There's like somebody at some point made a. It was Chris or no Chad Hart. Was that or Chris Hart? Who was that guy that made all the How to Draw manga books?
Christopher Hart.
Yeah, Chris Hart. Yeah, he had a furry sliding scale in one of his How to Draw furry character books, and it wasn't a How to Draw furries book. It was like a How to Draw kimono mimi book, and it was like on the one end you had effectively human girl with cat ears, and then on the other end you had very terribly rendered furries, and they were fucking horrifying. They were so scary.
I am of the opinion that they should not have 2 sets of ears.
Yeah, I think it depends on the style. I recognize, but you're from an anatomy standpoint, it doesn't necessarily make sense. Like,
yep.
But aesthetically, it looks cool. So it's like I think it really depends on the artist. I recognize for mine, I don't. I have singular ears. Ears singular. Also, how you doing, Tess? I hope you're doing good today. I have to officially give up on querying fatal mechanisms. That's my Oh, it's a single panel. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, no, we're doing good. We're doing good. But yeah, I'm gonna officially put a stopper in querying fatal mechanisms because I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. But that's okay. It's mostly just because I think it may be because I have transhumanism subjects. I'm noticing that there's a trend in a lot of folks that I know that are working on AI based or like plots with AI, whether they're pro AI or not. But I think that the agents see the AI subject matter and immediately just nope out of it because they don't want to be seen as too controversial.
Do you want a banana?
Oh yeah, I'll take a banana. Thank you. I'm gonna eat this in a minute. I have to keep fucking drawing. But yes, I will eat this. Yeah, I've had like 3 authors approach me being like, yeah, I literally queried hundreds of agents. And when like a lot of the ones in the UK are getting rejected, it's a lot of like, oh, well the market, it's just not the right market for this right now. Which to me tells me I'm scared of controversial topics, and so it may not just apply to AI, right? It might apply to effectively anything and everything that they deem as too controversial unless they can exploit it for, like, quote, like, diversity, you know? Which is maybe also why we're seeing a lot of agents going after, quote, effectively, like, I don't want to say, like, DEI picks, because that sounds awful, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's like, we are picking explicitly BIPOC, LGBTQIA+, marginalized authors, when normally we only sign cis white women, or most of the time cis white men. So it's like, ooh, that's weird. Like, it seems like a diversity pick. They're going the way of Disney, effectively, where it's not true equity and inclusion. It's like, it's a marketing tool. So that's awkward, and I don't like that shit. That makes me upsetty spaghetti. Because it's a little bit different when a publishing house is like, we only publish gay books, you know? And you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, it makes sense why you guys are, like, looking for just LGBTQ people. But then when, like, big agents are like, we're only looking for the gays, I'm like, I have questions about that. I'm scared. But you're right. I don't like, and I wouldn't know, I guess. Like, I did not query before very seriously, so I have no context for, like, whether or not this environment is, like, normal. But I think that also, too, publishing companies are losing a shitload of money right now. And they're trying to scramble to grapple with AI, and it's not going very well. There's a lot, I think, that's shifting pretty dramatically inside the industry, so we'll have to see. This is the most Gen Z ass shit I've ever written in my whole life. You're outnumbered, dude. Just accept the L is the most Gen Z shit. That's it. I've evolved. Yeah, I would love some Japanese sweet potatoes. I think that would be so amazing. That sounds delicious. My D&D session's heating up. 2 new people have joined the campaign and a wedding is about to start. That's fine. That sounds good. The last time we had a wedding in our campaign, I guess it wasn't a wedding, it was a diplomatic meeting. It resulted in the genocide of an entire race of frogs. So I think about that shit. That's typically how our D&D campaigns go. It was very Red Wedding shit. All of a sudden it was like fucking Game of Thrones in there. It was terrifying. You mean by that revolution? Yeah, like seriously, like it was bad. I miss playing D&D, but also I'm too stressed out for this shit right now. I want to just finish our campaign before we have to move to fucking Canada, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Also, we got a self-care combo. Everybody should sit up, stretch, take care of yourself, drink some liquid. I have so many things open right now. Oops, this is not what I wanted. See, I don't need to save this. I can also close out of this. Boop, beep. Hello? Can you? Hello? Thanks. Oh, that ain't great. At least my tablet decided to actually function today. That's cool. I like it when that happens. Yes. Bye, Chips! Chips is gone. We are alone now. Just kidding. Rip Chips. Chips is going into the stratosphere. Okay, I cannot believe that we are at 270 pages. That is insane. That is so many pages. By God. All right. Okay, so now I am actually going to just change the color of this really fast, and then I'm gonna do like a close-up shot. I think I like drawing him. I can draw people. I have the power to do that. Also, Chips' pizza looks so good. I love how even Japan is like, here's some cool, flexible shit. For our games. Like, I wish that we were cooler than we are here in the US. We are socially, we are falling behind. All right, let me get this alley. I love that Tomodachi Life is doing this though. Oh my God, it's trying to load this scene. It's like there's so many people in here. I'm like, shh. Okay. All right, let me see what we got going on here. Let me see what I want to do here. Sorry, hold on. I am picking a pose. I need to fix my camera because it's got a massive wide angle, which is causing some weird fisheye shit happening. I don't like that. Okay, nice little face off here. This is a good camera angle. I do like this. I don't want to cover a lot of his shit. This is gonna have to do. Cool. Alright. Started my emails, but I still need to make graphics for them. Valid. I just like yoinked all the graphics from the Kickstarter story itself, or the backer kit story. I was like, I am lazy. Need to finish up the mock-up of the handbounds. Oh my god, I'm sure that's gonna look so good. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. An animated book cover would be sick. Yeah, that'll be cool. I used to do animated sprites and stuff for my Kickstarters, and then I got really lazy. Like, really, really lazy. Okay, let me fucking censor this. Censor! Oh yeah, if you need help with that too, let me know. I do 2.5 animation all the time in After Effects. So if as long as everything's like kind of on a separate layer, that helps a lot. But I can also like separate layers and shit out too. I do indeed have the power to do that. But also, I'm low-key dying because of these students. Stretch! Everybody stretch! Sorry, I'm like trying to make sure all of my students are not dying. Everything is okay though. We're doing alright. I'm gonna explode. I don't think that I'm going to survive. I think that I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, if I can just do this one, like, super fast, I'm gonna be very stoked about that, actually. Look at that. I believe in myself. I have the power. Yeah, food is good. We do like food. Food is good for you. Defo do that. Hi, Lava. How's it going? All right, let's go back down here. The best way to write trans men or trans mask characters is to just ask trans men. The important thing to remember, I had a conversation with Heyu, the other author that hangs out in the stream a lot about this. They're working on a book that centers around a trans man, and they themselves trans but not a trans man. So having like a trans person that you can talk to about these things is the most important thing that you can do. It's also important to understand that like every trans man has a different experience, and so there's no one way to quote write a trans man, because everybody experiences transness differently and gender differently. Just like in the same way that there's no one way to write a quote like black person, right? The diaspora is so wide. Like, are you talking about a black African? Are you talking about a black Central Caribbean person, an Afro Latino? Are you talking about a black American from New Jersey? You know, like each person has their own experience. So, trying to get into conversations with as many people as possible, ask questions, learn, is the best way to write a specific demographic of people if you don't belong to that demographic. In other words, lots of research. I think at the end of the day, it's mostly just about understanding, like, why is your character trans? You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely not to say that what you've made with your character is wrong, but asking yourself that question is really important. You know, so that way you don't end up accidentally in a trope. It's not like, oh, well, they're trans because they don't act like a woman or they don't act like a man. Or I can tell that this person is a trans man rather than a man. You know what I mean? That's a problem that trans people run into often, is like my identity as a man is often invalidated because I'm, quote, too trans to be a real man. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you don't want to fall into the trope of like, oh, well, I can tell that guy is gay. Well, how? Because he's, you know, and then you do like the, you know, the glitter emoji or the like limp wrist fingernails emoji. You know, it's like that can end up being very tropey. Or stereotypical, which can be harmful. So really asking, like, does this benefit my character's backstory to be trans? Does this add to their experience as a character? You know, versus making them trans just because they seem like a trans person. You know, that can be also potentially not a great way to represent a specific demographic of people as well. How am I today? Lava? I am so angry. Like, if I had the opportunity to not teach anymore, like if I could continue to just make money not teaching, I'd quit tomorrow. I'd legit give them a 1-day notice and be like, nope, I'm done. Like, at the very minimum, at the end of the semester, I'd be like, I'm out of here. But unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, legit, I would rocket myself directly into the sun. I'd be like that one meme of that kid where he throws up the peace sign and then slowly just disappears. He just evaporates. Like, that's me. I've never in my fucking life seen shit like this. It's crazy. So I'm just exhausted. I'm really tired of having to effectively babysit fully grown adults. And I recognize some of them are young. You know, I do get that. But, like, oh my fuck. Sweet God. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I can say nothing in here. I'm so excited to create that redeem. It's very likely I will probably be able to get to yours as well for the trade next week, I think. On Monday, I probably should be able to tweak it, and at the very minimum have, like, the flat colors down, too. And then it'll be pretty much done, so that's cool. And then I can send that your direction. Because I don't have to work on... I thought I was going to have to work on, like, Kickstarter rewards, too. But I did not. I got all those done in a mad days. I don't know. Yeah, look at that little dragon. Look at that little guy. Oh, we got a... Ooh. I'm fine. I just, like, if I had the ability to cancel office hours, I would. But at this point, I like have been telling so many students that it's like, hey, you need to come into office hours because you desperately need the help, that I do think that there is a chance that somebody might show up. But also, too, at this point, it's like, in some cases, I'm like, even office hours can't fucking help you. God can't help you now. Like, there is nothing that could be done that could save you in this particular instance. You are cooked. Oh my god, the Tephra with the mouth. What the hangry one, lava? No. Oh my god, I forgot about the Tom and Jerry door one too. Wait a second, hold on. I have one that's like that. Where's the touch tips? There it is. I'm so sleepy. Oh my god, everybody with the Darius behind the doors. By god. He's here, he's been summoned. Oh my god, there's so many of him. Horrifying. What do you mean you didn't want to summon 18 Dariuses? Oh my god. Y'all. They're everywhere. My favorite one that I have, hold on, where is it? I am a super, I love super dramatic Atari crying in the rain, and then also the awkward shocked Pikachu exit. Just, he's like, I'm a dip. Like, I've seen shit that I can't unsee. See you later. My god. Also, everybody said, oh, I was shrimping hard. That was probably a good call, Jace. You looked over at me. That's not fair. You can see me doing weird shit in my chair. That ain't fair. Jace, we should probably try and come up with some kind of plan for, like, when we're doing grocery shopping and stuff today. Because I recognize I effectively have non-stop bullshit until 4 p.m. But I recognize you'll get home at, like, what, like 5, probably? Or 5:30? Do you have an hour and a half or an hour?
I have an hour and a half, but I need to talk to Tim to see if, like, I can not do chair massage this week.
Gotcha.
Because the chair just looks fucking nasty.
It's just gross.
Like,
yeah, look, man, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know, because then we need to go to the grocery store really bad. Otherwise, though, I can just, like, do
Instacart.
the online order, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you'll have to just let me know.
I'll let you know.
Oh my god, I'm so ready. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lava, these are so funny. I do like the nosebleed one, though, too. So funny. I always sit with my knee up, and then I'm like kind of tucked in the chair to where my knee rests against the desk. So that way I can, like, balance my arm on the desk. But my desk actually high-key kind of sucks. it is way too small for the sheer amount of shit that I have on it, and that results in me having to sit in some very weird fucking ways, but that's okay. I'm gonna eventually get a new desk. One day. I guess I did make $1,000 selling all of my fucking electronics and Pokemon cards and shit, so... Oh, speaking of that, I'll drop another reminder in here. If anybody wants to help me move, all of my art is currently listed on Mercari. And it is... Mercari is a unique platform in that you can bid for lower prices and stuff. So, and also, too, the artwork itself goes down in price over time. So you can get a cheaper price on my fine art than you can on Etsy. So if you're interested in that, let me know, because I gotta get this shit out of my house. I gotta get it gone. It's gotta go. The last sushi painting is sitting waiting for a home. I don't like that, actually. I'm so sleepy. I just recognize, like, I'm not even in the right, like, mental state to be able to provide people probably, like, in-person feedback either. Like, even if somebody were to come in, I'm, like, effectively my brain is, like, the equivalent of fried scrambled eggs. Like, burnt scrambled eggs. Like, I'm like, where's that "this is your brain on drugs" fried egg from that one commercial? Like, that's where I'm at. So, I'm like, I don't even know if I'd even be any help if people came in. Like, because a lot of the issues that these students are dealing with isn't even like a "this is how you do stuff" thing. It's a, like, you just, like, don't have the right software or you're not reading the directions problem. I actually don't warm up before I draw. No joke, I just raw dog art. I don't know why I do this to myself. Honestly, I treat a lot of my warm-ups, like, these comics as a warm-up, because I recognize I'm not really, like, you know, doing anything really intense with anatomy because I have these models to use. So this warms up my actual hand itself. It's effectively the equivalent of, like, tracing, sort of. I'm still going in and, like, putting in new shapes and stuff, so by following certain lines, it warms my hand up just in general. But sometimes I'll color. I'll just, like, choose to color instead of, like, handling a really, intense, pose or things like that. Oh my god, we got the egg! We have the egg! But yeah, I typically just tend to, like, just jump straight in. And if it takes me a little bit longer in the beginning to get, like, acclimated to drawing, then I'll spend, like, the first 30 minutes probably struggling and kind of erasing stuff, and then I just kind of go for it. So... Poor Wukong. He's very proud of his hair. It would actually be incredibly offensive if somebody, like, cut his hair. It's a status symbol. Criminals would have their hair cut off. So... yeah, we're drawing. Yeah, drawing memes. True. True. Doing little doodles. Little doobles. Little chibis. Stickers. Like, effectively, anything that doesn't use super amounts of brain power is a good place to start. But I've always been like that. Even when practicing piano as a kid, I'll just sit down and go and do whatever, like, whatever the next step is, even if it's, like, quote, hard. What's up, Jeez?
I'm just looking at stuff.
Okay, bye. He got up so fast. I was like, are we gonna die? Doing studies can be a good one too, but that might be like this is like an ultra brain power issue. Some studies are kind of awful. I draw things that I'm familiar with, so like I'll draw like faces or portraits of people just because it ends up being a little bit easier to process just because I know it well, so I don't struggle as bad. I want to give this some movement. So I'm going to kind of move that way. Pretty ballsy for Tiger to do this in broad daylight. Like, I feel like that is probably his biggest mistake, is like, people are going to be like, where's the cops? And I'm going to be like, have you guys ever been to Los Angeles? They got so much shit going on, they couldn't keep up. Los Angeles is a hellscape. Some areas are nice, but like the Chinatown area is cool, but everywhere else is kind of scary. I would not live there. Oh, that's a little bit too similar. You're alive! Welcome to life. How are you? How does it feel to live? Tiger is ballsy, not in a good way. There's like a big asterisk, like... He's definitely a dick. Oh my god, I'm famous. Oh my god, you did it. You're too cool. Art time. That's exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for my thing. Lava. I'm so excited. That thing that you're making me is the only thing that's keeping me going. It's the fuel. I'm being fueled. Oh my god, your little breakdancing dragon. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Holy moly. Yeah, I might put him in a braid, Wukong, at some point. I'm trying to be as accurate as I can to, like, Ming Dynasty hairstyles, but at the same time, this is an adaptation, so I can also have fun. Eventually we'll get into, like, more casual, like, modern male styles, so, like, over in the US we have, like, the man bun, like, those kinds of things. So less, like, yeah, less Ming Dynasty, more LA. The main reason I don't draw braids is simply because they take forever to draw, and I'm trying to, like, crank out as many of these as I humanly possibly can. So the goal would be to have hair that's easy to draw quickly. But we'll see. Maybe in the future. Oh my god. We were making L'Oreal jokes earlier too. L'Oreal heard us. Cookies are fun. Sorry that y'all have to be trapped in ad hell. I'm so sorry. It does make me some money though, so I do appreciate you guys suffering. Actually, this needs to be a little lower. Boop. Oh, he drank milk? He did it? I also drink milk all the time. That is the whitest shit about me. Milt. Yeah, I saw. I know, Lava, I know. So sad. Literally super sad. He saw that Sora was defeated and was like, I can die now. And then just fucking transcended. White boy drank milk. Yep, true. Yeah, so sad. That sucks. He saw the live-action Moana trailer and immediately ejected off the planet. I'm done with Disney. They're too fucking homophobic. Unless they completely, like, change their tune, I'm good, I'm done. They're so crusty. Yeah, I think it's because Ali'i is too old looking. I don't think that this was like a... We decided to just give this new girl a role because we love supporting diverse actors. This is because Ali'i is too old looking. Because Ali'i looks like a mom. Ali'i looks like a fully grown ass adult. This is Ali'i. She played Moana, the voice acting, and like she looks like a grown-ass adult. And so they did not, I think, replace Ali'i because they wanted to support a younger actor. Because if we're being real, like, Ali'i herself looks more like Moana than the new actress. They picked the new actress because Ali'i looks too old. So, they're definitely not, like... I don't know. I think we're gonna run into an issue. And definitely, like, I haven't seen enough of the New Girl's performance to be able to make that call. But the entirety of the live-action Moana is like a Dwayne The Rock Johnson ego stroke because he didn't want them to make a live-action Moana without him being able to voice Maui. And part of it is driven by his love for his kids, but I think part of it is that he saw the paycheck that came from Moana and went, absolutely not, nobody else is fucking getting that paycheck but me. They can replace every other actor, I don't give a shit, except for me. And I will make sure that I get this role. And so it was a big push on his end to try and just, like, get the thing filmed and done. But Disney tends to not be super benevolent, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sure Ali is a nice person. I'm sure she has, like, everything nice to say about the new actor, but you also have to recognize, too, that Disney makes these actors sign the most insane NDAs. And so if Ali has been interviewed about it, she's likely been told that she needs to say nice things about the movie. Like, Disney is a low-key, hyper-manipulative company, so, like, I'm sure, again, Ali seems like an amazingly nice person. I'm sure she's very aware of why she got cast out. Just because, you know, a voice actor, like, I think about how Tara Strong has been voicing 12-year-old or 10-year-old boys forever. And that woman is, I think, in her 50s now. But she can never do anything live action because she is, in fact, not a 10-year-old boy. So being a voice actor and being a physical actor is very different. And I personally think that they should have cast another Samoan actor to play Maui. I don't think that Dwayne should have done it. Like, there are other guys out there that look more like Maui than Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Let me go find... Oh, KJ Appa's a good-looking guy, though. Like, I would have actually taken, literally, Taika Waititi in a CGI suit over Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Is that fucking crazy? Is that nuts? I would have taken Jermaine Clement. He's actually Polynesian, and he plays the crab. I would have taken Jermaine Clement. But Cooper Andrews, in particular, actually, this is the guy that I'm thinking of. Like, if we're talking about pure aesthetic alone, I would have taken somebody like Cooper Andrews over Dwayne. Because I feel like if we're talking about shape design, character design, you know, those kinds of things, the main goal of having good character design is being able to match shape, and Dwayne does not match the shape. He's got a great voice, but it's just, like, from a shape design perspective, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Where's that other guy? Hold on, where's the other dude that I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, Johnny Tui. Yeah, he's Tongan. Johnny Tui. This dude. See, and they actually have him, Aqua, in a full latex, or a silicone suit. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is already wearing a silicone suit for Maui. But the point is that there are... Yeah, he's an endomorph. He's built like Half-Thor Bjornsson, right? And so Dwayne is a professional bodybuilder. He is very lean, and it's not to say that Dwayne is not an endomorph. He likely has a more endomorphic body type simply because of his genetic ancestry. He's also half black, I think, as well. So, like, that being said, it's mostly about how he bodybuilds and not necessarily, like, his body type. For example, Half-Thor Bjornsson, who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones, at his biggest, he looked like this. This dude can lift a ship's mast in this body form by himself. He's fucking insane. He's a big-ass dude. But he's not very cut because he is a power lifter. He's not a bodybuilder. He's not there for aesthetic. So you can see, this dude's strong as shit, but he's got abs under there. You just can't see them because he's eating so much. However, he did end up changing up his body type to box. This is the same man. This is Half-Thor Bjornsson doing powerlifting. This is Half-Thor Bjornsson as a boxer. So how you eat and how you weightlift completely changes your body type, and Hathor eats for power, not for performance. So that being said, he did a great job boxing. He had a lot of fun boxing. He won a bunch of really fun matches, and I thought he was a great athlete. But my point is Maui is not an athlete. He's a power lifter. So having a more accurate representation, I think, for specific body types. Also, too, Maui's supposed to be this young, youthful guy, and no offense to Dwayne, but he is indeed an older man. You know, so there's like, there could have been so many aesthetic decisions that were made. Point being, I think at the end of the day, Disney's live action movies are absolute trash cash grabs, and they don't add anything to their existing universe. They're effectively just baseless. They use the same music, they have the same composers, same songs, same lyrics, same scenes shot for the most part. There's nothing new that ends up getting added into the content to make it worth seeing. Yeah, I think Dwayne's like, and I don't think Dwayne as a person, I don't think he's the problem here. I love his tequila too. Actually, I like the tequila. I use that for cooking mostly, actually. So Dwayne is great. He's a super funny actor. Genuinely, at least now in his youth, he was kind of a dick. But now as an older guy, he's a nicer dude. Overall, okay. But Disney is really the problem here. Did you mean Hermione and the Buffalo? I mean, yeah. I actually thought that live-action remake is, out of all of the Disney live-action remakes, that one, in my opinion, is actually the best. Which is saying a lot, because it's...
Aladdin?
Oh, actually, no, cancel that. You're right. Aladdin's the best. It was out of the older ones, I think it's the best. And that's saying a lot, because we had to deal with fucking Little Mermaid Steve Buscemi flounder, so... yeah, it's a lot. Aladdin is fucking exceptional. Its music, the original songs that they added to the movie, like Jasmine has like a power ballad where she sings about not having Jafar take away her voice, you know, her strength, you know, in her opinion, because she effectively gets told the whole movie that it's like, you're a woman, shut up, sit down. So they decided to give her a power ballad where she's like, actually, you can't shut me the fuck up, and my opinion does matter. Which, the message is good, but holy shit, the music is so weird. It doesn't fit the tone of the film at all. And it sounds like it was written by a completely different composer, which it was. And it's really bad. It ain't good. Will Smith as Genie, though, fucking 10 out of 10. I didn't know how he was going to follow that up, because I think that Robin Williams was such a formative part of that movie. His improv, his personality, everything about it was all Robin. And so to have to take a role like that is really scary, and I think Will Smith did a great job. I know a lot of people were very upset about it because it wasn't Robin, and it's like, sorry, we can't bring Robin back from the dead. And even so, his family has been very adamant about not using AI to reanimate Robin Williams' fucking corpse. So they don't want that kind of shit. So all in all, yeah, I would give Will Smith like a 10 out of 10. His contributions to the film are what dragged that movie, I think, across the finish line. The guy that played Aladdin was relatively subpar. They took a lot of personality away from Abu, I think, overall. The movie still has a bunch of weird racist hang-ups. Like, I know a lot of Indian people were upset that Jasmine was just not in saris or in other more, like, ethnic Indian clothing. They put her in a fucking bustier and a corset. Really weird. I would not have made that decision either. They did, like, a little Bollywood homage at the end of the movie, but I'm like, this is not... It doesn't feel Indian to me. This is like a white person heard about Indian culture and then, like, low-key made something out of it, but that's just classic, like, Disney is appropriative, and that's just what they do best, you know, so that's not necessarily anything surprising to me. The actor that played Jafar was weak. I didn't really like him that much. OG Jafar is better. And I think that Disney has a problem with their live-action movies by dumbing down what makes the villains actually threats. Like, I think a lot of people attack the original Aladdin because they're like, Jafar is sexist. And it's like, yes, that's the fucking point. He's the villain. We're not supposed to like him. He is evil. He's not good, right? And so if he is sexist, if he's telling Jasmine that she is not worthy to rule, her opinion doesn't matter, she's a woman, she's secondary, he knows best, that makes him more of a threat. So to remove that aspect, and like, sure, we can take out the weird Jasmine bikini, like, Jabba the Hutt slave girl scene, totally fine, get rid of that shit. But by dumbing the villain down into something that is not nearly as impactful is, just weak. It's just damaging for the movie. So... yeah, I thought Will Smith did a great job. His music, fucking phenomenal. Amazing stuff. He did a great job. Jasmine, weak. Her, like, side character, white girlfriend, was the funniest character in the whole movie. Yam Jams. That's all I have to fucking say.
Yam Jams.
Yam Jams. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, did you see my comment?
Oh my god, the reverse is your dad's the milkshake experience. What do you mean you don't want to put milk in a cup and shake it vigorously? That's at least funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that level of cultural appropriation is at least silly because it comes from like a degree of misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Right? They're taking milkshake literally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super funny to me and not offensive. You know, it's like it's clear that it's a misunderstanding. Versus Disney having to, I guess, Disney-fy everything that they touch. Their brand identity is more important than individualistic storytelling, which has been pretty apparent in their recent actions with, I mean, even the AI thing, the way that they're treating their LGBTQ plus creators and animators that, like, everybody fucking quit because... they can't stand working for the company anymore. You know, it's like, it's just a really toxic ass environment to work in. You could not pay me to work at Disney. You would have to pay me so much fucking money. Actually, no, at this point, actually, I think based on recent news, I don't think I could ever do that. The closest I would get would be working for a Canadian animation studio that's outsourcing to Disney. It is just, yeah, it's a bad environment. That is the upside down. That's the bad place. Where dreams go to die. I got a lot of SFX that I have to do on this page. Yeah, Friend Like Me is fantastic. But Prince Ali, I think, is Will Smith's strongest number in that film, personally. Amazing. Good cinematography in that scene, too. What wouldn't you do for $1 billion? Work for Disney? Because it'd be blood money. At the end of the day, they're getting a lot of their fucking money by exploiting a bunch of people. So it's like... yeah, if any of the problematic billionaires asked me to fucking represent their company for 5 seconds, that would be an ad deal I would turn down so fucking fast. So fast. I don't even care. I'm like, you literally could spend that $1 billion fucking solving world hunger, and you're choosing to pay me specifically. Like, that's such a weird take. So weird. Also, everybody should hydrate, though, too. I'm going to have to actually go in just a couple minutes so that I can get set up for my office hours. I don't want to do it. I don't wanna... just, like, yeah, every time... I literally am now starting to experience a sense of, existential dread is the way that I would describe that, looking at these kids' assignments. Like... hello? I'm hydrating with the borscht. I can't. A Russian person or a Ukrainian person would be very proud. Oh my god, Hawaiian Punch sounds so good though. That talk about some good shit. Hawaiian Punch is goated. That's some childhood fucking nostalgia right there. Honestly, if I can like get pretty much almost through this entire thing, that's gonna be pretty fucking impressive. I was not anticipating that. I thought I was gonna be stuck on that other page for forever, and it wasn't actually that bad. But now after this is where we get into a lot of the more complicated coordination for fight choreography, and that's going to be stressful. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe if I just don't show up to office hours, I don't think the kids would actually notice, to be fucking honest. I legit could just not be in the meeting at all, and I don't think that they would notice. Not even a joke. I could just vanish off the face of the earth. Oh my god, Lava, you're the only one. You're the only one. You're not even in my class. I feel like I put these announcements out and no joke, like these students go, that's interesting, and then just completely ignore me. And I understand some people work, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm never mad if people are like, I've got, you know, work at this time. I recognize it. It's like in the middle of the day on a Thursday. Some people can make it, some people can't. But then like, they don't even make an effort to schedule outside meetings, and then they suffer. And I'm like, bro, you have so many options. You have so many opportunities to be able to like remedy this situation. I would literally rather teach every single person that's in this particular stream than go and do what I have to do. Is about to be such a throwdown. Alright, and now unfortunately I gotta put in so many special effects. Like, so many. So that's probably what I'm gonna do on stream next week when working on these, is going in and doing the SFX, so that way I can be pretty much done. And then we can move on to the next page, and that'll be fine. And then I believe that the next page is actually genuinely combat, though. Oh, no. It's Wukong dropping a mad diss, actually. Never mind. Next page has a killer line. I don't know who's going to be the guy. I'm assuming that it's going to be the, like the Ox Demon. I'll do the big guy. But he's like, this is our turf. You fuck with one of us, you fuck with all of us. And Wukong's like, ha, funny. I used to be a punk like you. If you have so much power and so much turf, why have I never fucking heard of you? And I'm like, bro, that's... Oh, bro! Bro! Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I really do need to go. But what if I just don't? What if I just stay here forever? What if I just don't go? Okay, I do gotta go though. That's at least some progress. Oh man. I feel like I want an energy drink too. Can I wear that gold thing around your head? No. Is it a limiter for your true power? No. It's a shot collar, effectively. Terrible. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you live in the Colorado area and you want to come up to a convention, say hi and see me, you can come and check me out this Saturday at Colorado or at a Commerce City MiniCon. It is free to enter, I believe, or at the ticket price is something crazy low. It's like $5. So if you want to come say hi at a con, I'll be there on Saturday from 10 to 4 if you're in the Colorado area. Otherwise, I'll be back on Monday, and I'll be working on some trade art for Lava and probably on portfolio work. So I hope to see you then, and I hope you have a good weekend. Bye-bye.